How's it going, YouTube? This is Wake Run Collapse. Welcome back to the Through the Year series, in which I show off my Japanese Pokemon card collection, one Pokemon at a time. And today we're going to be doing Rayquaza. I definitely don't have all of the Rayquaza cards. I'm missing like 11 of them total, but I've got 40 something in that pile over there. There's quite a bit to go through today. So we're going to go through it a little more quickly than we usually do, simply because of the volume of printings for this particular legendary Pokemon. So if you like this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, and of course, if there's a particular Mon that you would like to see in future installments of the series, make sure to either leave a comment in the comment section below with your suggestion, or give a little thumbs up to some of the suggestions that you like, because that helps give me more of a community feel and vibe to judge what you guys are in particular looking for. Now, not everything is completely perfectly dated by order of release. I've got them organized by like generation, and most of them is just like I have the generations that are from actual TCG sets in order, and then I've got like all the deck promos and all the other, random promo cards that I have from that generation included after that, and then we move on to the next one. So the first card out of like 42 that you're going to see today is the Rayquaza EX from Rulers of the Heavens. Definitely not the only old school EX for Rayquaza. You will see some more in that frame, but that is your first one. Second card is the most famous, Rayquaza Gold Star. Masakazu Fukuda. Truly amazing work from you, sir. It is really something, this card. Probably as famous as a Gold Star can get, just purely based on artwork. It just blows me away each and every time I get the chance to see it. Got a Delta Species Rayquaza holographic card this time from Holon Research Tower. And here's another one from Holon Phantom. This time it's a water type. You'll see a couple more types coming forward as well. Here's another electric type Rayquaza. This time it's another old school EX from Furthest Ends of Offense and Defense. And now we're getting into our promos. This is a non-holographic Rayquaza from a deck, a VS commemoration deck, I think. I don't have all of these memorized from their exact locations. This, I think, is a Rayquaza side deck EX. Yes, more old school EXs to come still, don't worry. Here's another one right here. I think this is from like the Emerald gift box or something like that. Really love the pose on this one. Just firing right through. It's almost like an airship. And here's another holographic Rayquaza EX. There's one more to go, guys. One more to go. I think that's another like Rayquaza side deck of some kind. And this is the Rayquaza EX Play promo, which really just doesn't get seen often enough. A fantastic artwork right there. Now I've got two Meiji promos, this being a non-holographic colorless version of Rayquaza. And this also being non-holographic, but this time a fire-type Delta Species Rayquaza. These were like promos that come in packs of chocolate in Japan, which would absolutely get me to buy more chocolate. I'm not going to say chocolate at all, I mean more. Moving into 4th gen, we've got Rayquaza holographic card from Mysterious Cry right here. Next up, we've got Rayquaza C. I don't know if that means Cynthia's Rayquaza or it's just Rayquaza C. It's got something to do with that. From Pulse of the Frontier. Not the only Rayquaza card from the set. Rayquaza C level X right here. Looking super powerful, super shiny. Loved pulling this card from a booster box of Pulse of the Frontier way back in the day. Next card is actually two cards. How do you do, Rayquaza and Deoxys Legend? It's too much monster to share in one card, so it needed a second card to share the space. Colorless and Psychic, bring it on. Love that legend card. Next up, we've got a shiny Rayquaza lottery promo, which looks fantastic. They had some other legendaries as a part of this too, and I have completed that little side set. So as those mons are featured in this series, you'll see more of them. Next up, we've got Rayquaza from Dragon Selection with that crazy black and white style holographic printing on it. Regular Rayquaza EX from Dragon Blade, I think. Always really like this card. One of my favorite black and white series EXs in terms of artwork. It's quite nice. And there's your full art version right here. Always called him the Pizza Rayquaza because it looks like he's just laying on a thing of pizza. I know it's fire or lava or something like that, but it looks like pizza. Not the end of Rayquaza from Black and White 5. But this one, this beautiful ultra rare shiny Rayquaza, made an appearance in Dragon Blast instead of Dragon Blade. So kind of curious that they chose to release them at the same time in different expansions, but anything that gifted us this card is pretty special. Next up, we've got the regular Rayquaza Dragon type from EX Battle Boost and its corresponding mirror foil version. The Dragon types and Dark types are not terribly easy to pick apart, as mirror foils are not from the set. Dark type's actually a lot worse, but still pretty awesome. Really like this artwork to begin with, so nice to have both of those. Next card's going to be a Rayquaza promo, I think maybe from Pokemon Conquest. You can tell that it is shiny, and this is still packs a little bit of a punch for just a regular holographic promo. A lot of people end up interested in picking this one up, so scoop one up if you can. Now we've got Rayquaza EX Dragon type moving into the 6th generation. This is from that Rayquaza deck that got released during Wild Blaze. And there's your Mega Rayquaza EX, again, Dragon type. Before the colorless Rayquaza reared its crazy, powerful head, which it's about to do right now because we're getting into Emerald Break. And you know that means 4 more of this mon. Here is your regular colorless EX version that you've seen oh so many times. And of course that Mega. Just fantastic looking. Now let's get into the full arts. Original form, looking pretty spicy. And the Mega form, oh yes, just made an appearance in a recent video of mine, showing up here again. The full art Mega Ray. And now, because there's no such thing as too many ultra rares, here is the ultra rare version-ish of the Mega Rayquaza EX in Bandit Ring. And I say ish because ultra rares popped up in about 40% of Bandit Ring booster boxes. They had some goofy pull ratios going on with that, but still looking quite wonderful there. Those colorless EX and Mega EX forms were reprinted in Premium Champions, so we're going to show them off real quick right here. You can see the foiling being very different and showing up quite in an interesting fashion for the EXs here. Got another Rayquaza EX, again Dragon type, this one from Legendary Dream Holo Collection, so that's concept pack number 5. I actually think that card's pretty underrated too. Now we've got the shiny Rayquaza EX, which was a giveaway. You had to like send in these cards that were randomly drawn from packs of, was it just Emerald Break, or was it like Emerald Break and Double Crisis and Tidal Storm and Gaia Volcano, or maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe it was just Emerald Break. you would draw these these little leaflets out of each pack, and most of them had zeros on them, but some of them had ones. And if you mailed in 3 with the ones on them, you would get a free shiny Rayquaza EX. I, of course, opened a case of Emerald Break, and I had a middleman who was kind enough to take care of it for me, and I ended up with like 30-something of them. I still have a whole bunch of them. I bought a bunch more just because I wanted them. They were so cheap. So a lot of these floating around. Artwork's going to look a little similar for this one, the non-shiny Rayquaza EX promo. This one's actually numbered 123, where the other one was 122. And this one is actually, I think, a little bit more valuable. Still not like crazy valuable, but I think it might be a couple bucks more than the other one, just because of how prevalent the other one is. So kind of interesting the way that shook out. This is the Rayquaza Shard Hollow promo. I think this was to commemorate the opening of the Skytree Pokemon Center. And I actually purchased packs from the online Pokemon Center just to get this card. I think if you purchased 5 booster packs from that particular Pokemon Center, they sent you this one. And I really like this one, so that's what I did. We're nearly done. We're almost there. Almost to the end. This one, the non-holographic Rayquaza, came out of a Sun and Moon series deck. I don't know if it was the Rockruff deck or something else. When you've got all these cards to go through, it's pretty tough to keep track of them all. Of course, Rayquaza and its Mega Form reprinted once again in the Best of X and Y, because they really couldn't make that set without it. Showed some dominance in the format for a little while, is my understanding, so how do you not take another crack at printing these easy for people? And the last final Rayquaza card in my collection is this Shining Rayquaza from Shining Legends. The new style Dragon type taking over, being a little bit yellowish. Card looking ultra fancy though. And of course I'm missing like that really rare, really expensive Rayquaza full art promo that's like $1,000, and I'm missing the Pokepark card and a bunch of other random iterations of Rayquaza, but I don't see the need to complete any specific mons simply for the sake of completing them, because I've got a strategy when it comes to collecting, and it involves getting as much as I can that interests me while, you know, still maintaining some semblance of a budget, says the guy who orders booster cases. Anyways, let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments below. Let me know what some of your favorite Rayquaza cards are, but most importantly, let me know what you'd like to see in the Through the Year series going forward. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you back here tomorrow for another episode of the Booster Pack Frenzy.